It's a beautiful morning. It's actually been an amazing morning. It's maybe about 10 minutes to 9 right now. Nope, 9 o'clock, right on the button. And I got out of the sack about 8:30 or 8:40, but probably for an hour before that, I started hearing what sounded like limbs being broken. And what it turned out to be, of course, was a bear who was a beautiful bear, a big bear, cinnamon color. That was about 30 yards away from my camp. And what he was doing, he was pulling bark and stuff off of a log. And he'd been doing it all over because you could always hear it from a different direction. But he was pretty close, so I saw him there, kind of hunched over, pulling it up. And of course, the battery ran out on my camera right before I went to bed, and I didn't bother changing it because I had to kind of dig for the battery. So I didn't have a fresh battery. Otherwise, I would have been able to grab it and get a zoom in close and get a couple pictures, maybe a little bit of video. But just the act of me getting out of the car, even though I was, trying to be real stealthy. I'm sure that he disappeared because I stopped hearing him and then I stopped seeing him, and I kind of been looking around for him a little bit and listening, but to no avail. But, anyway, so he could be anywhere. I grabbed my bear whistle too, just to kind of scare him off when I got done filming him, but yeah, he heard me, I think. And I keep thinking I hear him. Just moving around. You would think that something that big would not be stealthy. Let's see if we can kind of figure out where he was. The ground's soft, might be able to see paw prints. You can see the car right there. I'm thinking it was like right over in here somewhere, maybe this log here. But it was like this. I mean, it sounded like breaking sticks, and then when I looked over at it, it was actually him pulling bark off. Maybe right here. See no tracks anywhere. Alright, everything's kind of wet out here today. Stick around here for a little while longer. Make a little fire, have a little coffee. But since it rained last night, like I said, everything's kind of wet. The wood will burn, but I need something to get it started, so I'm going to start finding some of this nice moss. I'll grab that to use for tinder. Alright, heating up some water. Just waiting for it to boil. Gonna have a little oatmeal and a little Taster's Choice instant. Sure tastes good. This is Lassen National Forest, and you know, one of the things about Lassen, just like Lassen National Park, it's volcanic. It's kind of like that southern end of the Cascades, I imagine. I'm not sure if that's what it's considered, but you know, there's a cinder cone over there, and there's another one. But this is a vast, I mean, huge meadow out here. Obviously, there's there's dirt roads that go everywhere out here. Somewhere up in this area, out here, this road I'm on actually curves to the left. And then there's supposed to be some other roads right out in here, maybe out where it looks like we might be able to see where that mountain is over here. Right over in here, I think that the road may curve around like that. There may be a place to camp. I mean, this is such a completely so different from where I camped last night. Last night I was in a thick forest where there are trees just every couple of feet, it seemed like. Over here it's a little bit different, and I wouldn't mind being out here in the open like this, just so we can get some sun. I never got any sun at all yesterday. Sun, even though it's kind of cool and breezy out here, the sun feels really, really good. So how about we get back in the car and continue on? Because I'm really digging it out here. You could say I might even be on cloud 9. This little valley I'm in is called Creek Valley. All the creeks are dry, but that's okay. This is like one of the most gorgeous spots I've been to. There are rock formations right over here. I'm not sure what the flower is over here, but there's it's like a bluish purple, and it just runs. I would guess 20 or 30 yards. It just starts over there and just keeps but this is it's so different from where I was last night. I will be camping here somewhere. But anyway, it's just so nice out here. I've decided that I was so comfortable sleeping in the car last night, and you know, and it's set up for that. There was another part of my life years ago that you know, I basically lived in my car and worked for a few months. I called myself the $28 an hour homeless guy, and it's set up and it's easy to sleep in and that sort of thing. And I was so exhausted yesterday I could have slept anywhere probably, but I think that I'll do that again tonight.